Now entering the atmosphere of Planet Zero. Scanning for signals. Incoming broadcast. Shift destination. CSS Page Turner. Begin transmission.
Welcome to Planet
Planet
Zero, fellas
Zero.
and ladies and they, thems, and
It's weird creature monsters from outer
you don't have
space.
to put weird in front of it.
Well, they can be in it. They
also,
don't have it.
monsters is a strong term.
Everybody's welcome here.
That is true. Creatures and creaturettes.
Creaturettes, vampires.
Creatures. That was vampires.
Yeah, they're monsters, right?
Don't welcome them here. They'll be able to get in.
Oh, no. Oh, my
here they
God. I think I
come.
fucked
There
it
they
up.
are.
Here we go. You hear that?
Look at that.
Oh.
It's awful because I'm in deep debt
To
the
vampires?
blood bank. Oh,
Oh, the blood bank?
get it?
Yeah.
No,
Haha.
scrap that. No.
this is where we're going with this.
No. God, I wish I was.
No, you wish you were here, right now on Planet Zero.
Anywhere else.
So last episode, we went a little
We went on a tangent.
justifiable tangent.
Justifiable.
Justice League International, dude.
Viable.
Here in America, in Canada, maybe not that one country they fight in there, the Billion.
But
Violin, whatever. It's Justice League International. It's the greatest book I've ever read so far. And we went a little too.
I don't think you can remove the word "too."
All right, we went too far. Oh,
No,
sorry,
you
I fucked
put-
it up again.
I don't think we went too far at all. I think we talked about a really good comic series by J.M. DeMantis.
And guess what? We're gonna do that again right
we
now.
are. We're not right now.
Yeah, dude.
Okay.
Talk about it.
What parts?
Well,
Where did we leave off? What happened the last time we talked?
the issue was Joker.
The
We read
Joker
that was the
showed
Joker.
up.
Yeah.
Oh my
Remember?
god. Oh,
Dude, can you believe that?
Joker's bad at his job.
So the country, yeah. So the next issue we read, we're starting this off, is the country we just mentioned, Billy and Bylon, I guess.
What's the guy's name?
I don't even remember, dude. Generic dictator, dude.
Terrorist regime is what they say he has.
I don't care. I'm not
And
scared.
And
I'm
then he's
not-
like, freedom fighters, actually.
yeah, whatever. I'm not
And they're
scared
like,
of you.
is that the Joker? Is that the Joker? Are you working with the Joker? And he's like, yeah, Joker's a freedom fighter, actually.
We are
He
alike.
fights for his freedoms to tell funny jokes and do heinous things to Jim Gordon. Because I think that's Joker's like main.
His bad guy is
Wouldn't that
his
be
main
crazy?
nemesis.
Wouldn't that be crazy if they did a book where it was like Joker reveals that he doesn't care at all about Batman, and he's just been trying to get. He's just
Trying to get James Gordon.
He was like, I'm trying to play hard to get with Gordon, Bats, but he doesn't seem to get jealous when I fight you.
I'd rather read a book about James Gordon. Dude, would you read that?
I would read, yeah.
Hell yeah.
100%. I feel like there's probably a book out there like that.
No, we should make it. We'll make it right now, later.
We'll make it right now later.
Yeah, later.
Okay, fair enough. All right. But
You know
anyways,
what I mean.
So the Joker gets hired by, which is crazy because Batman in the previous issue leaves the team. Remember?
Doesn't that suck?
He like storms out. He's
Right
like,
when
"Eh."
Batman leaves the team,
Joker
Joker
shows up.
wants to kill them. Like, what bad luck.
That issue is such a treat though, because that's one of the issues like, because there was the move-in day issue. Remember the move-in day?
Yes,
It was just
it's
them
a
moving to the
comedy.
different-
It's a comedy issue.
Yeah, it was just them moving into different embassies and like wacky stuff happening, like Captain Adam, or was it Captain Adam, or was it Shazam who fell through the floor at the New York embassy?
No, that was Mr. Miracle. That was your boy, Mr. Miracle.
Was it Mr.
He was
Miracle?
lowering the
Do you remember
spaceship.
Who?
They
it was,
and he was like, "I'm gonna put the spaceship on the roof," and ended up crashing.
I
through.
like. I like Guy Gardner right now, where he's like got brain damage and he's a nice guy.
Really?
Because you can call him Nice Guy Gardner.
Nice guy Gardner.
It's Nice Guy Gardner.
Yo, it's not.
Hey, that's Nice Guy Gardner.
He probably
over
owns
there.
a garden right now.
But Nice Guy Gardner fucks up the wiring that Mr. Miracle was working on.
Oh yeah, we gotta mention what's the plot, because we got Joker trying to assassinate the Justice League International.
Yeah.
And we have a bunch of like, I guess, vignettes of the different like.
Yeah, so it's one of those issues again where the Justice League is just kind of doing casual stuff.
Yeah.
Like
they
Scott-
pair up. They pair up and they're all hanging out somewhere.
Yeah, because Ted and Booster,
They're
Blue
trying to get
Beetle
money.
and Booster Gold, they need extra money because they
which
want
is
to take
weird.
girls out
Ted
on the
Cord,
town.
you're a millionaire, a billionaire probably.
He is. That is
So
weird.
it's funny that he
has an
needs money.
He has an industries.
It's
So they get a side job as Repo Man.
superhero repo man.
Superhero
See,
Repo Man. But they don't dress up in costume. They go in their civilians. So it's literally just two dudes.
but they're just cocky about it
Yeah,
because, like,
so
dude,
they're-
we're
so they're
heroes.
doing-
Of course, we can take a car.
They're doing that. The Martian Manhunter takes
Rocket Red.
Rocket Red out on the town to show him like Little Russia.
Oh,
To
yeah,
give
a
him little
Russian
taste of
restaurant,
home.
I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah, he gives him a little taste of home in New York City.
Dude, it's such a good. That's so good. I love Dimitri.
Yeah, Dimitri's. Oh, dude, I love Dimitri.
There's,
I'm just having fun.
There's Fire and Ice, who are just
They're trying.
they're on a date.
They're doing. Oh, what are they doing?
They
were doing.
They
something.
were going around.
They were out and about.
They're having a date. Actually, what it
Then
looks
there was
like.
Mr. Miracle at his house.
He's setting a barbecue for all the Justice League.
Dude couldn't set up the grill. He couldn't figure the grill out.
He's
That kind of annoyed me. Like I get the joke, but it annoyed me.
It's you know what? If you're a dad who somehow was reading comics at the time, read that, he'd be like, "Dude, I get that."
Because Mr. Miracle is like Mr. Miracle can understand any circuitry and escape any escape, but he can't put together a grill.
Dude, it's
And
complicated.
it's like
all
that's
right?
funny, but also he could put together a grill. He
Guy
could
Gardner
read.
tries to help.
Guy Gardner does. Nice Guy Gardner. Tries
Nice
to
Guy
help.
Gardner
And
helps.
He blows them up.
Yeah, I like how he's the first one there.
Of course he is. He's Nice Guy Gardner. He's a nice guy.
No one else invited. No one else. He had no other plans. Of course.
That's right. So Scott's whole like so the weird thing is like the thing that the Justice League are doing in this book are going to Scott's barbecue and doing their like normal everyday lives.
Yeah, they're doing the normal.
Meanwhile, the Joker with Bailey and fucking agents and spies
Yeah, terrorist agents. I guess. Let's go with that terrorist country.
are like trailing the Justice League and like he's trying to kill them. So like at one point he gets the drop on Martian Manhunter and Rocket Red. And he like is like, okay, they're in that building, and they're like, yeah, Joker, they're in that building. And he goes in, and he's like, that building's full of people. I'm not a mass
Dimitri
murderer.
started a party. He started dancing. He just started doing
he
that
was
Russian dance
dancing
on the table, and
Yeah,
everyone's
he's
happy.
getting
And then
lit,
Martian
dude.
Manhunter's like, check please.
Check, please.
It's so wholesome. I love it. It's a good panel page turner just seeing
Yeah.
Dimitri. He didn't even have glass on top of his head, too.
He had something on top of his
And yeah,
head.
the Joker's a mad. He was like, I'm trying to assassinate
He's like,
someone.
I'm an
That's so-
assassin, not a mass murderer.
Which is funny.
Which is funny because no, Joker, you're a mass murderer.
And like when the next assassination attempt
my God,
failed,
that
he was all
annoyed
like,
me.
I hate this. Well, I feel like I should kill a million people.
It's not even that. As he's walking away from the bar, he literally out loud says, "Who's my next target?" And they tell him that they're in a populated area. And he's like, "Good, I'm in the mood to kill thousands of people." And in my head, reading that, I
That's
was like, "Joker,
right.
just turn around, go back into the bar."
No, he was already done.
Joker, go do the job in the bar.
No, yeah. What happened before that? He got mad at the spy because he didn't give him the information. He killed him. He got mad, like, I'm not a mass murderer. I'm not gonna kill all these people. And he kills him. He strangles him.
He strangles him to death.
And then he calms down.
And then
after
the next
all.
assassination attempt, the other guy he's with, he fails, and he's like, "Are you going to kill me now?" And then he's like, "Yeah, of course." And
I'm
he's
the
like,
Joker.
He's like, "Okay, just please don't shoot me." And then he's like, "Didn't you see what happened to the last guy?" And he strangles that dude too.
No, he shoots him. Remember, he was like,
does
"Oh,"
shoot him.
he's like, "I'm thinking."
Oh, he was like,
Joker was
he
like, "I'm gonna shoot
you."
you."
Because he was like, "Oh yeah, okay, go ahead and strangle me," which I thought was weird.
It was weird. That was a weird guy.
It's a weird. That guy was fucking.
So Joker
that guy
was
a
right,
freak.
yeah, Joker
'Cause
was right to shoot him instead of
Because
strangling
he was like,
him.
"Okay, go ahead and strangle me, Joker." And Joker was like, "No, I think I'll shoot you, you fucking freak."
We're over exaggerating it, but that's how we interpreted it as we were reading it.
I'm not. No, that's exactly what it says. I'm reading it verbatim right now. I just
You can't just open up
book.
you can't just open up the random book and make the sound effect and then say you made it.
No, look, there he is. There's the Joker saying it right there.
Oh, God damn it, you're right. How'd you do that?
It's the tism. You know what I mean?
It's the Haman.
It's the Haman.
Yeah.
Oh my god! But anyway, so the Joker's like trailing all these Justice League members
Until eventually it gets
Blue
to the-
Beetle, Blue Beetle, and Booster Gold repo a tank,
They repo a tank.
and they decide to take that to Scott's barbecue, and they park it out front with the keys out
They're
front,
so dumb.
and then everyone's there having a good time at the barbecue, and
They
then,
are having a
and
good
then-
time.
And
It's a
then
wholesome time.
Joker pops up in the tank.
And then Big Barda gets hella upset.
Oh, 100% hella upset.
I
And
like
then-
how they drew her in this, and she's like bigger than Scott because
Yeah.
that's how I always interpreted
yeah,
it.
she is. She's taller than Scott.
It's just that in the Jack Kirby
There's a lot.
ones.
There's a lot of. There's a lot of like books where she's smaller on
Or the same
stuff
size.
or the same size, which is
No. That's not the big bar that I know.
It's just like with comic art sometimes, like comics are not like manga where it's the same person or the same team working on the same story and the same characters. Like it's a bunch of different people who like inherit the characters and take over.
But
and
dude, even
sometimes they
Jack
fuck
Kirby,
it
the
up.
guy who created her, drew her the same size as Scott. I'm glad by this point in the era she's known as Big. She's Big Barda
Big
for a
Barda.
reason. She's taller than all of them. She smashes.
She smashes the
She
tank.
smashes the fucking tank.
And then guess who's driving up as this is happening?
It's Batman.
It's fucking Batman got invited and actually showed up.
What happened is Blue Beetle did the emergency.
Oh my god.
That's why he showed up in the Batmobile.
The Joker was there and Batman just drove by.
He's like, I'm not doing.
He-
He
Joker-
literally just
Batman was
kept
like,
driving.
I'm not doing
he saw
this.
Joker and just kept driving. He's like, I'm done with this.
Wouldn't you? I would.
It's not even an emergency. They're all like
They're all superpowered individuals. They can handle the
They're also
Joker.
all wearing like bathing suits and just hanging out.
Yeah.
Like they're
And
having a
it's-
cookout.
And Joker's in some kind of weird general's outfit.
because he's fit in the terrorist mood.
He's got a weird he's got a general's outfit and Leonardo DiCaprio's haircut from the 1990s.
You're right. Now that you mention it, yeah, the Joker. He had some good designs because remember when he first showed up, he
Yeah.
had that like zoot suit looking
Dude,
thing.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And then at the end when he goes back to fuck with the dictator,
yeah, wasn't he? What else was he dressed as?
he was dressed in another zoot suit.
Ooh.
He had his like wide brim fedora that he's like famous for having in the 80s and the 70s.
So it's good artist. I love this guy.
Yeah, it was
I mean, is it the same guy? I'm gonna guess it is.
it might be. I don't know. But after Joker, what happened? Which was weird because like Joker like approaches him and I'm like, oh, that guy's dead. Like off screen, that Joker kills that guy.
Yeah.
But then he's back in the next issue. I'm like, okay, so what did Joker do?
I think the annual. I don't know. Sometimes when all these issues come together, they sometimes go out of order. Because
Because the guy he does die. He dies a different way. Remember?
Oh no.
Spoiler alert for the conversation I had.
Oh.
So after Joker, what happens next? Because Nort's involved. Right? Oh, Elrond.
It's not Elrond. It's a whole race of these robot beings invading Earth.
My fucking dude, Elrond.
There's more than one.
Oh,
Elrond is the best.
Elrond's the one, dude. Elrond. What's the leader's name?
Lord. It looks like Manga. Lord Magna.
It's
Magna.
Manga.
Yeah.
Lord
So
Manga.
I guess it's the American
Manga.
pronunciation.
Lord Manga.
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 Yeah. Lord Manga.
So, anyways, these shop till you drop robot spacemen come to Earth.
They have this big ass spaceship that's probably bigger than the Earth. They made a big old announcement saying, if you guys don't trade with us, we'll just suck all the resources out of your planet
And blow it up.
And
That's
then
right.
but of course, the Earth isn't united as one government. So
Yeah, it's literally during the Cold War.
oh yeah, so it's the Justice League need to do something.
I just love these characters because like manga or whatever his name is, like he just talks to himself out loud, and then Elrond will be like, "Sir, you have to watch that. You're talking to yourself out a lot." And then
he's like, I'm sorry, my bad.
In his first two panels, he's like, "We will take over the world," and he's like, "Oh, I'm yelling. I really should watch that."
Everyone calls him out on it.
Yeah,
he
like,
even
"You're
says
yelling again.
He's like, even excuse. Remember he excuses
was
himself.
no,
He's like,
remember-
I gotta go yell. I'm gonna go to my room and
No,
yell
he was.
some
He,
more,
it was the.
or
It
talk
was.
to myself.
It was
some
the.
more.
It was like the robot that he was the TV head robot lady that he was like watching news on, and she was like,
TV head
"Am I
lady.
dismissed?" And he was like, "Yes, absolutely. I'm actually feeling like I'm in the mood to talk to myself a little bit." So, and then she's like, "You really should watch that." And then he's like, "Dismissed.
I love
Get out of here. Shut up."
He's a good villain.
He kidnapped Mr. Miracle. Because so the Justice League. So Nort actually finds a survivor from the last planet they ravaged.
Oh my god, that's funny as fuck.
And Nort starts trying to communicate with
It's
the
this
alien,
angry
but
little. It's an angry little devil
like a little
looking
red,
thing.
shriveled up devil man.
Yeah, and like the first couple pages is him just sitting in this desolate wasteland. His whole world is just destroyed, and he's like the last survivor, it seems. Then here comes this fucking space dog with a Green Lantern crashing out of the sky, and be like, "Hey, what's up, little guy?"
He's like, "Oh, what happened here? Looks like your planet got devastated."
Why
huh?
is that the voice you give Nort?
I don't know, but Nort just reminds me of Carl from Aqua Teen Hunger Force for some reason. He just does. I don't know.
Hey, ring a ding.
Hey, ring a ding.
Oh, Nort.
Can you understand what this little alien? Because the alien runs up to him and is like,
He just runs up to him.
And then Nort's like,
whoa, slow down there.
All right, okay.
Hey, ring a ding.
What the fuck is he saying?
No, at first he didn't know his ring could translate, so he tried to talk to it. So
he's like, the thing is just like, and he's like, okay. And then it's like, and then he's like, okay, well, my name is Nort. I'm a Green Lantern. What happened here? And then the little thing is like, and then he's like, okay, all right.
We're gonna have to go this real slow now. Now, can you repeat that
You
slowly?
say one word at a time.
So he goes, bata bata.
And then the word's like,
bata bata. Bata bata. It's freaking hilarious, and it's funny because me and Christian have this thing that we do.
I call it so I call it Star Wars talking. I call it Star Wars talking, but it stems from the idea that you can do if you know how to make your voice deep enough, you can do a very convincing. It's so easy to do a convincing job of the Hutt impression as long as you put Solo somewhere in there,
a Star Wars term
and you just mumble
in there.
and you just gibberish. So you're just like. Han Solo chupa bamba.
And then
if you just have fun with that and flow, just
make a lot of gibberish and then put a Star Wars term in it. I love it.
Eventually, you'll find yourself evolving into just saying dumb shit.
Don't become dumb like us, folks.
You'll just be like, whatever happened to Coney? You know what I mean? Like it'll just be stuff like that.
I love it.
But so Nort fucking Star Wars, and then later
Nort Star Wars with the devil.
He Star Wars talks with the devil, and then literally the next panel says, in less time than anyone has any right imagining, he's flying through space going, huh? Who would have thought that my ring could translate any spoken language?
If you just read the fucking manual, Nort.
Oh my god, Nort, you fucking nepotism baby. You fucking stupid little nepotism dog. You idiot. You moron. Did we talk about that where Nort is just a guy who got a Green Lantern ring because his uncle was a Green Lantern?
I didn't know that's how it worked. I thought you just
That's not how it works. That's not how it works at all. That's why everyone hates him. Because that's not how it fucking works. The ring chooses a worthy champion.
How the fuck did freaking this guy get the Guardians of Oa to give freaking Nort a ring?
Because he was apparently a very useful and very like high ranking Green Lantern.
I gotta see this.
And he was just like, Guardians, please give my nephew a job. Please
give my nephew a job.
He's out on bail. I didn't know it was illegal to pee in public. I said I'm sorry. I don't understand. Hey, ring a ding.
Hey, ring a ding.
I like to think
Am I allowed to do that?
He always says ring it. He said ring a ding. He says ring a ding before he had the ring.
It is funny hearing him say it and then remembering that he has a ring.
I remember that he's like, the next place to head is Earth. I gotta go save Earth. And then he starts flying off, and he's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna show everybody. I'm gonna show that
not just a weak
he's
little
not just
dum-dum.
a nepotism puppy who's a little idiot and incompetent.
He doesn't know what that word is.
I'm gonna show them all. And then he's like flying off, and he's like, oh
hey, ring a ding.
Where am I going? And the ring's like Earth, and then he's like, oh yeah, but why? And then the ring sighs, and he's like, I didn't know power rings could sigh.
I didn't know either.
This is a deep wound to my confidence on the fly.
Can you imagine being so dumb that your ring gains a sentience and gets fed up with your shit?
Nort is he's the fucking guy, though. He's a boy, for sure. 100%, he's one of the boys, because he shows up to an alien invasion and starts fighting it by himself.
Holy shit,
from the rear.
Do that.
He just starts attacking from the rear. And Elrond's like, sir, there seems to be a Green Lantern. And then fucking Manga's like, oh, okay, yeah, whatever. It's just one. Who cares? And then the Justice League show up, and he's like, oh, fuck, is that Green Lantern still there? And for some reason, Nort just fucked off.
No,
He
he hung out with he caught up with Green Guardian. No, sorry, Green Guardian. The Rocket Red and Manhunter.
That's right. He catches up with them,
and then Manhunter then tells him what to do, and then he actually starts doing shit.
Yeah,
because he wasn't doing that much.
Yeah, he was just blowing stuff up randomly and getting his ass kicked a little bit.
Yeah,
and he was like, I need a new approach.
And he starts kicking ass, even to the point where Red is all like, "You are a good man, Nort. I don't know what these other leaguers talking about how stupid and incompetent you are."
No, he was like, "Yeah, I do not know why everyone says that you are incompetent." And then Nort's like, "Oh, who says I'm incompetent?"
And then it changes the subject.
It moves to a different panel where someone else is saying something.
It's Manhunter.
And then at the bottom of the panel, off panel, you can see Nort screaming, "Who says I'm incompetent?"
Everybody.
Like he's getting pissed off.
Yeah.
Like he's getting angry. Like he didn't know.
It's fine. It's fine, Nort.
Nort.
You got that ring.
To Nort or not to Nort. That is the Nort.
Well, he's my favorite Green Lantern.
I want him in Injustice 3 as the main Green Lantern. Ring a ding.
Check that off your list,
Clash,
guys.
the Clash.
Talking about Injustice.
You know the
3.
Clash when they clash and they do the bar wager and they like do a little like quip with each other.
Ring a ding. That's all it says.
He only has one.
No,
and it's ring a ding, and I'm voicing him. Ed
Boon, I will financially pay for this character to be in Injustice 3.
I will write a blank check to have you give me full creative license over the Injustice 3 script, and I get to play Nort.
Imagine all these fucking diehard MK and Injustice fans that love their dark, gritty shit seeing that dumb dog.
He's gonna look like the dude from Spaceballs.
Never mind, that's good.
Exactly like that dude, but more hair
and more snout.
But anyways, they eventually do get rid of those fucking guys because
this is what actually happened. So
go ahead.
They realize that the government, that there's no singular government. Mm-hmm. And then they just fuck up. Yeah, you're right.
No, because they give them a deadline to meet. They're like, come together with your offer by this deadline and then leave. And then Elrond's like, oh, they don't have one singular government. They're actually in contention with each other. They're probably going to blow the deadline. And they're like, we don't care. We'll just steal all their resources then. What happens is the Justice League are destroying ships. And as they're destroying ships, Elrond is doing calculations to see if plundering Earth is still profitable.
That's right. Because
it was a capital it's because they show
capitalist
up
mindset.
Yeah, they showed up and they were like, we're forcing capitalism on planets, and like that's Dimitri's thing was like, we will not stand for this forced capitalism.
That's right. But Dimitri's so pissed. It was personal for Dimitri. Capitalist scum.
So you're watching this manga warmonger guy be like, is this war still profitable? Is it still profitable? Is it still profitable? It is. Oh, it's not. It's not.
Oh yeah. That's right. They were checking back onto it every now and then.
And then eventually they were in the red. They were negative. They were losing resources, and so then they left.
I'd get that. That's funny. That's a funny way for villains to just fuck off.
And then
you didn't beat them. They just realized this isn't worth it and then left.
Yeah, and then Mr. Miracle gets trapped on trapped on the ship.
He snuck. Wasn't he? Like his purpose was trying to get into the ship to figure out how to get rid of it, but then they just flew.
They just flew off. They just flew off with it.
Right when he gets inside, he's like, "Hey,
all right, I made it, guys. What do you mean they're out of radio range, Motherbox?
Motherbox? Are you out of range, Motherbox?
Are you inside of? Have you been inside of me the whole time?
That's canon?
I don't know. I don't know what's canon anymore.
I want to believe it's canon.
And then they have to go back and tell Barda in the next issue. They have to go tell Barda that they lost their husband.
Weren't they afraid that we gotta tell Big Barda that we lost
Booster
Scott.
Gold and Ted Kord are on Earth looking at stuff, and there's that probe. No, wait, when does that happen?
That was in the same. You're right.
No, because
Blue Beetle was looking at a probe, right?
Mr. Miracle's there too, and he can't figure out how to get it off the guy's head. And then Kilowog's like, "What about the off button?" That's also that's just Nort's voice.
It's fun. It's another repeating gag where like Scott Free doesn't know how to
function something super simple, even though he's the master of complex machines.
Sometimes something is too complex.
I like to imagine that if Scott Free got Tears of the Kingdom, he wouldn't be able to build anything in it. He'd be like, "This is too hard." I don't know if anyone's playing Tears of the Kingdom out there right now. I am.
I'm not.
Well,
you spoiled it.
They added Banjo-Kazooie nuts and bolts elements to Legend of Zelda.
Your favorite Banjo-Kazooie game?
By far, little autistic 15-year-old Christian was going nuts on that thing, building carts and planes and boats and shit. just like I'm gonna do in Tears of the Kingdom. But they tell Barda they have to go rescue him. And some other shit happens on Earth. What else happens?
Oh, Guy Gardner. Remember, they were like, "Where the fuck is Guy Gardner?"
Oh yeah, they were like, "Where was nice Guy Gardner during the invasion?" And then it cuts to Guy Gardner going and getting Batman.
He's asking Batman politely, "Hey, come on, Bats, we really need this is a really big deal." And he's like, Batman's beating up a bunch of thugs, like not trying to pay attention to a guy. He's like, "Go away, Guy."
Guy, I'm doing stuff right now.
Oh, come on, it's not the same without you, Bats. You should. He's a great guy. I hope he becomes an asshole again.
Who, Guy Gardner?
Yeah.
I hope he doesn't. I hope he's made a change for the better.
No, it's funny the other way.
It's funny the other way.
Can we scratch that? And then we have the Batman issue.
That's right, where Batman comes back.
We have a whole Batman takes a bunch of international leaguers and
One of my favorite things about Batman is that he does disguises as himself. He disguised himself as Bruce Wayne.
He does it really well.
And yeah, he does it really, really well. Remember when Green Flame hits on him and he's like, "I'm ugly underneath this disguise." And she's like, "You're literally not wearing a mask."
That reminds me of that freaking joke. Do you remember from the Batman movie, the latest one, where Catwoman was like trying to hit on Batman? She's all like, "Are you scarred underneath that mask?" And he just goes, "Yeah." It's like, it's like, you freaking emo little freaking kid. Yeah, I'm scarred.
And
internally.
Nort goes with Martian Manhunter and Big Barda and everyone to go help save fucking Scott. But Scott fucking gets warp drived away. The only notable things from this issue is that fucking Scott's gone forever.
No.
Barda's pissed.
Yeah.
And that dude, remember when we talked about those guys who made the nuclear fucking bombs disappear? The Wojak.
The Warchuck?
The three superheroes from outer space who like wanted to destroy all nuclear weapons.
Oh yeah, those lamoids.
The bald dude sacrificed himself to save the day.
Lamoids.
He didn't. He got mutated.
Sweet.
And then he immediately kills the guy who's like, "This is my new superhero. This is
mutated, gross, bloated man.
He will be the leader of new superhuman army for Balia."
How disgusting!
And then
he presents that in front of a whole crowd of
immediately, the
people.
mutant grabs his head and melts his head.
Turns
it melts his head.
Fucking gross, dude.
It looks like a piece of chewed gum.
That's what we left off
and
on.
That's where we left off.
It's just a man getting his face
fucking melted. Just melted. And I want to, since we're talking about American comic books, and before we move on to the One Piece segment for today, Eric, you've been reading some more Moon Knight.
No, I haven't.
Yeah, you have.
Yes, I have.
You've been reading the David Finch run, right?
Finch.
That's the artist.
Yeah. Is that who I'm looking at?
That is who you're looking at, man.
Yeah, so Christian gave me another Moon Knight book because he thought I was hating the last one, he's half right.
No. I thought you were hating the first stuff, so I gave you the stuff that I started on, and now I'm giving you the first, I would call it modern solo run Moon Knight got.
So I'm sorry to guess again. Is this before or after Jeff Lemire?
This is before. Jeff Lemire takes place. Jeff Lemire came out 2017, 2016. I think it was 16.
And this
is 2004.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I'm really yeah. It's pretty good. I like it. I'm enjoying it. It's pretty fun.
This is the famous,
I like how gritty and like the art style really helps too. Mm-hmm. This how gritty and like disgusting he is. So when he really beats up people, it's really messy.
And when
gory.
he gets beat up, he really
oh my god,
gets
he gets beat up too.
He breaks his legs in the first couple.
So
pages.
yeah, it's we start off with Moon Knight being all cool and shit and just kicking ass.
Oh my god!
But it turns out it's just a flashback because he crippled. He broke his legs.
He broke it.
And guess who broke his leg? Christian.
Stairs.
Bushman. You all remember Bushman?
How could you forget Moon Knight's nemesis, Bushman?
Moon Knight's number one foe, Bushman. I'm upset that he's still around.
What do you mean? You don't
Why
like
is he
Bushman?
here?
Because he in a sense, created Moon Knight.
I don't care. No, he didn't create Moon Knight. Khonshu created Moon Knight.
When he killed him and left him for dead in the desert, he did that. He made Moon Knight.
He always got to rub that into Mark.
But anyways, this is the famous run where Moon Knight cuts off Bushman's face.
They're having a fight, him and Bushman on top of a building,
and then they fall.
Bushman falls, and then like
Mark falls.
Oh my god, I hate reading that. Seeing him land on his legs.
Dude,
oh,
actually,
no, don't look at it. Ew.
There's a really
don't turn the page.
There's actually
Ay.
like a really funny panel that
Ew.
I think is really funny. Is
I don't like it.
when he's when he's falling. Where is it? It's like it's right. No, it's.
Wait, is this where he's
this
kicked?
one.
No, wait,
It's this one. It's this one.
No. Ew, you see?
Call
look,
it the breaks, and then it's just a close up of his knee shattering out of his fucking socket.
I hate when he lifts up his pants sleeves and shows the scars. Oof.
Man,
I hate, look how he lands. His legs just fucked up.
Yeah, Bushman pushes Mark off of a building, and he fucking breaks both of his legs.
So
in the most
Bushman,
brutal of fashion,
and they still fighting. Bushman is still up. He's about to fucking cut Mark, but Mark pulls a fucking Batman batarang.
It's called
shit.
it's called a moonerang. Thank you very much.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
They're actually called
Moonerang.
crescent darts. Actually, thank you very much.
A dart.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, to be fair, they do look cool.
They're cool as shit.
They are aesthetic wise.
I like it when he throws them and they just go straight into someone's hand.
And that's what happened here. It
actually goes straight into his head.
That's right, his neck.
It goes into his fucking neck, and then Mark pulls it out of his neck and cuts his
face off. Why'd you do that?
Because Mark is crazy.
He's all about putting the fear in his enemies.
Mark
and
is
I respect
unwell.
that. I know Batman does it, but Mark does it to a really brutal extreme. He cuts a guy's face off.
He cuts Bushman's face off. Let's not call him a guy.
Bushman is a monster. He's
Exactly.
a freak.
You see his
He's
teeth? He's like all
he did that
sharpened.
so he can bite people like harder.
What kind of fucking professional mercenary psychopath sharpens his teeth so he can bite people? Bushman.
Bushman.
Bushman does.
The man of Bush.
That's who does.
So, cut forward. Moon Knight's crippled. He's all sad and
he's
depressed.
crippled.
He
He's
grew a
addicted to-
beard. I think the beard looks nice on him, but his hair is long.
He also is addicted to painkillers now.
He just sits in a room with that statue
With
of
his-
Khonshu.
Well, he has it covered.
No, it's up. It's up.
No, but he has it. Doesn't he have it
It's
covered?
not- it's not
with a
covered.
sheet? Oh.
I've seen it. It's like
But it's seemingly all alone, seemingly abandoned by all of his friends
except Samuel, because he's on a payroll.
Samuel's is on a payroll, so he doesn't count as a friend. And
no, he cares.
and his pusher man, his plug.
Oh wait, it's covered in this panel. I'm sure it's open.
Because he uncovers it.
That's right.
Right
There, right there. This is where he uncovers it.
But fucking Crowley.
Fucking Crowley.
Crowley is the one
his
showing up
one
and giving him
friend.
his painkillers.
Didn't
Crowley's like, why don't you stop being such a prick? And then Mark's like, stop talking in a fake British accent and give me my fucking Vicodin.
Yeah, this is a perfect moment to say, like, what an asshole Mark is. I hate this guy. He gets, so, unfortunate tragedy. You know, it's not his fault. He gets crippled. But then he takes his frustrations out on his friends and family. There's a panel of him backslapping Marlene. He didn't have to do that. I don't care what
No, he
did.
didn't. He definitely didn't.
These people were all supporting him, and Marlene brings this up too when you see her and not Mark,
Frenchie.
Frenchie.
Yeah. They so the thing with Mark in this book particularly that I like is it explores Mark's hero complex. Like Mark is an unwell man, right? That's safe to say. But when he needs help, right? When he feels like he needs to get back to being the hero, he goes to the people who propped him up before. And he thinks that his quest for like vengeance and his quest for justice and stuff like that supersedes the damage that he's done to his personal relationships in the kind of fight for that justice.
But he wasn't. But they weren't fighting justice at the moment. He was handicapped. He couldn't do anything.
Yeah, but he was like looking for like consolement from them, right? Or like support, and they were like, "We can't give that to you. Like you've taken a Jesus Christ." Fucking learn how to not be on fire. Am I right, you guys?
It's 2020. Like
it's 2023.
on,
first off, secondly, back to
I rounded
We're
down.
gonna cut all of this, or cut around it. But no, so like he goes to Frenchie and he goes to Marlene and he's looking for like help and support, and they're like, no, like you've been such an awful person in my life, and the damage that you've caused through your crusade.
That's not what happened. Marlene literally told him to his face, like, we were there for you, we tried to support you, but all you did, like, you just pushed us away.
Yeah, because he that's right. It explores his fucking.
When you get to that part, you'll know, because there was a part where Marlene shows up and he's like all bitter. It was like around after Frenchie got beat up.
Wait, Is that the profile puking?
Yeah,
Why is he puking?
because
Because he looked at Moon Knight, right?
yes,
Yeah.
because he's gross.
No, because he can't read him.
Can't read him because he's gross.
Dude, when you find so there's a character in this run called the Profile, and it's this character with this ability to be able to look at someone and read them like he's looking at their profile, and he can see like some of the worst shit that they've done, like the weird shit that they're into, and the committee, right? Isn't it the committee?
The new committee.
The new committee. How do you
This
like
ain't the
that?
old committee. It's dumb. I hate it. But
The
you know
committee
what?
keeps coming back.
It's funny. Whenever we need a shady Moon Knight organization villain, just get the committee back.
I think it's a fun nod. Like I think it's a fun nod to his like origin. Like if you didn't know, you
this
wouldn't
isn't
care.
This is because they also appeared again before.
Yeah, I know. They appear a lot. They show up a lot. It's a thing. But that's what I'm saying.
This freaking thing for Moon Knight. You don't.
It was in his first appearance. So like
Mm-hmm.
if you didn't know about that, you wouldn't care. You'd be like, oh, some committee of people want him gone. Sure, I get it. Evil people want superheroes gone all the time. Whatever.
Yeah, but they keep popping up.
But you know that anytime there's a committee after Moon Knight, it's because of the original committee.
And I was like, come on, not like oh man, but it's still like it's a good nod. You're right, but still like these guys still suck.
But
they just sit around a table and hire people.
I like that this book explores like Mark's self-sacrificing and Mark like being like I'm holier than thou, but the people around him being like, no, you just kind of like fuck up everything around you.
Yeah,
like you just destroy people's lives in the sake for this kind of weird crusade that we all support you on, but we can't support you forever. You need to snap out of it eventually.
Yeah, you dumb Mark.
And then Mark's like, please don't say snap. It reminds me of when I fell.
Because Marlene mentioned how because he was all like, Marlene, I can walk again, and she's like, you idiot, you could have walked the whole time.
Yeah.
You just didn't go to therapy. We told you to go to therapy, and you didn't go because you were always you're wallowing in your self pity.
Yeah.
I remember that. Yeah, she's like he stands up and she slaps him in the face like, you're talking about yourself, dude. Frenchie's in the hospital, and you're like talking about, oh, I can stand now. You can always stand, Mark.
You fucking
I'm sorry,
jerk.
Steven. or whatever she calls him.
Jake. I don't know.
Jake, Steven.
They're not really predominant in this yet.
Yeah, who?
The personalities. They haven't really shown up yet.
Oh, they make more appearances? Oh, they're going to make an appearance?
They'll eventually make more appearances. This is a weird time for Moon Knight. I think something happens in Mark Spector Moon Knight where the personalities go away for a little while.
Okay.
But the new committee
sends in
Well, Profile recommends for the new committee to send in
Taskmaster. This is my first reading of Taskmaster.
And I think
Taskmaster.
I think that's great because I think one of the little small treats in Marvel, if you're a Marvel Comics fan, you probably know about the weird relationship between Moon Knight and Taskmaster, and this is where it starts in this book.
Really?
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Yeah, so they hire Taskmaster, this guy who he's a mimic, so he can copy any move that he sees.
Yeah, so he has like a Captain America shield.
He has a Captain America
sword,
shield. Fun fact, the sword is from a character called the Swordsman, who was an Avengers member. And he was also a guy who trained Hawkeye before Hawkeye joined the Avengers.
He trained him how to use a bow and arrow?
And a sword.
What?
And then he also has a bow and arrow and a quiver to mimic Hawkeye. But he's a mimic, so he fights the same way as anyone he's fighting.
And he also has a school. School where it trains villain henchmen how to fight.
Taskmaster's great because he goes up against the Avengers on his first outing. He pretty much wipes the floor with them. Then they come back and beat him like they do in Saturday morning cartoons. Then after that, he just decides he just starts a fucking school for henchmen. He just teaches other people who want to be henchmen how to henchmen.
And he's assassinating Mark, and he's like talking about it, like, oh man, I'm getting tired of like the Avengers always busting up my school, and I got to relocate to a new warehouse and set up a whole school again. And he's like, I'm good. He's like, I'm happy to be out. I think he's like talking about how happy he is to be out in the field again.
Yeah, he's happy to be operating as like an assassin, as like a villain for hire.
But he only assassinates sitting ducks, apparently, like targets that don't fight back. Apparently,
yeah, he's lazy.
Yeah,
he wants easy money.
So he goes in, he beats the shit out of Mark, even though he could kill him the whole time, but he's enjoying himself. But then Mark gets like second wind, and
Mark lets himself get beat up.
You think so?
Mark lets himself get. No, he does.
Oh, you know what? How he's acting? Yeah, you're right.
Well, because Mark's a self-pity guy.
Yeah.
He likes the punishment.
Exactly.
That's part of him being a vigilante.
Look at Marlene taking that crossbow to the face. Like, not the bow, just the actual crossbow.
Yeah, he throws. Oh my god, he throws an
Marlene's
entire.
face.
Dude, that's at least like fucking 10 pounds.
Instead of reloading
20 pounds, he just threw at her fucking face.
Yeah, instead of reloading the crossbow, he just threw it.
Fucking Samuels with the fucking.
Oh, dude, Samuels! I can't believe he's still relevant.
He pulls out a fucking musket and points it directly at Taskmaster's head and shoots it without hesitation.
Hey, by the way, people, this guy went against the Avengers. It took Samuel to get rid of Taskmaster with a musket. By surprise, he took him by surprise.
But they get fucking Taskmaster away from Moon Knight. So Taskmaster just starts torturing Moon Knight. He just starts starts bugging him.
He was really enjoying himself, and Taskmaster looks really disgusting in this comic.
I think it looks cool.
He is cool, but look how fleshy his eyelids are. You know
how they draw the muscles so close to the suit.
Oh, look at his weird, Skeletor face.
But Moon Knight hasn't even put the suit back on at this point.
No, not yet. We just get flashbacks.
No, this is literally just Taskmaster bullying a fucking drug addicted Mark. See?
Amazing.
Eventually, he gets him back in the game. Because Taskmaster's like, I want you to fight. I want to see I want to see the guy who cut that dude's face off. He keeps egging him on, and then fucking Mark does put the suit on, which is fucking badass. This iteration of suit.
That is a good.
This is a dope suit because look at the
page.
He's got the fucking knuckles with the spikes on him.
Yeah, that's new. That's new to me.
No, that was because remember he had that when he was fighting the werewolf too.
He did?
He put it on, and then he punched the werewolf with
now
now
it's a stay.
Now it's just a mainstay.
It's a mainstay. I like it. I like that he has spiked knuckles. It just makes him more of a lunatic.
He's fucking. I love him. He's crazy. And then he fucking takes the fight to Taskmaster.
To the new committee. He rams a freaking his helicopter into a building, which I don't think you can do nowadays, Mark.
This iteration of the helicopter, the moon copter.
It's my least favorite helicopter, by the way.
It's just a jet.
It's a jet with a crescent on the back.
It's just a crescent. No, it's just a crescent-shaped jet, right?
No. It's the lame one that I didn't like.
Maybe that's why he crashes it into a building.
Yeah,
he crashes a plane into a building in 2004 in New York City.
Look, there it is.
Mark has no chill.
It is shaped like a crescent, but it's like in the
old one.
Back. This is the second one, or the third one. Is the second or third one?
Yeah, this is the second or the third one. But in the beginning of the book, he has a different one. Remember? In the very beginning of the book.
Put your finger right there so I don't lose the page.
In the very beginning of the book, he has a different moon copter.
Dun, dun, dun.
No, go this way.
Okay.
But yeah, he fucking flies a plane into yeah, there it is. Right there. See, it's like a UFO.
Oh, that's the good one. That's the one that I like. It's actually shaped like a crescent moon.
Yeah.
The whole thing is the crescent moon.
He crashed that one into the building. He crashes his Mark II into the building.
Yeah, the lame one I didn't
like.
And
he gets right up on Taskmaster, who's holding a sword to his eye, and Moon Knight's like, "Do it, kill me, do it, do it.
You won't do
fucking,
it, kill me,
do it, dude."
I know you can do it. Kill me, come on.
And then Moon Knight fights Taskmaster and kind of whoops his ass because he just allowed, because Taskmaster goes to counter his punches and Moon Knight just tanks those punches. And then Taskmaster starts freaking out because he's not dodging my attacks, so I'm not dodging his attacks. So because he's mimicking his fighting style. So he's literally just taking the same beating that Mark is taking, and he can't take the same beating that Mark can take.
The one time your mimicry goes against you.
That's literally why he's afraid of him. Taskmaster is afraid of Moon Knight in Marvel
He's
continuity.
afraid to fight him.
He's afraid to fight him because Moon Knight would rather get stabbed in the chest with a sword than not be able to punch his opponent. He's gonna punch you. You might set him on fire. Moon Knight's gonna punch you.
And since Tasky is mimicking the punches,
he's just gonna he's like, I can't mimic his fight style because his fight style is too his fight style is so reckless that I'm afraid I'm gonna get hurt.
He might break a rib or 5.
Yeah. And the profile fucking vomits all over the place.
The profile takes one look at. See how the profile works? That he looks at a person and then all the information of that person goes around them, and that's how he I guess analyzes people. He takes a look at Mark, and I guess
he takes a look at Mark in the Moon Knight suit.
There's probably a lot of words.
Because he can't look at him in the suit. He can look at Mark normally, but he can't look at him in the suit.
Really?
Because when he's in the suit, he's a different person.
Yeah.
That's what it's hinting at.
That's funny. That guy was cocky the whole time until he's puked that time.
He is a reoccurring character.
God damn it.
Get used to the profile being around, baby. I love the profile.
Won't.
I wish he was in more stuff.
I guess that's the last thing I remembered about Moon Knight. I might have to refresh my memory on the rest.
Well, after that, doesn't you read to the Civil War tie-in, right, where Captain America shows up?
Whoa, no, I did not.
No,
I forgot what I'm doing. Oh, I just started the Spider-Man crossover.
The Spider-Man crossover.
So, yeah, I'm not that far into it, so we can stop right there.
But how you liking the modern day Moon Knight?
It's pretty cool.
Nice.
It's pretty gruesome.
I like it.
I like
cut a dude's face off.
It's
broke his knees.
It's the fucked up stuff you were always talking about Moon Knight. Because when I was reading the original one, I knew going into it was going to be vanilla.
Yeah.
So now seeing your Moon Knight, it's pretty good.
And then also the Jeff Lemire one was more of a focus on the mental health aspects of the character.
Yeah.
In that regard, so like that one was more focused on like showing you.
It was a good case study about his mental health.
Yeah. And then now this one is just like
this one's just saving the day, punching people.
Fucking like early 2000s. Fucking Ben Affleck was goddamn Daredevil. No holds barred edgelord fucking comic books. It's so much fun. I love it. It's good. He cuts a fucking guy's face off in the first like issue. Bushman's face.
Yeah, that's insane.
And then later they fight. There's another fight with Bushman where he fucking throws him onto a machine gun.
There's a part where Bushman kept the face and put it on the statue.
Well, that was him hallucinating Khonshu as faceless Bushman. Yeah, Khonshu starts fucking with him, but he shows up in the form of Bushman without a face.
I thought it was Bushman, and I was like, he kept the face the whole time. Like how
he never got his face back.
It's still bleeding. He never put it back on. He just had it. But no, it was just a Khonshu. I was going to say hallucination, but no, Khonshu's real.
Euthanation.
No. Let's talk about One Piece now, man. I'm jittering in my seat, man, with excitement. Talk about Amazon Lily and Impel Down. I know you're at that part. We talked about Sabaody last time. I'm tired of talking about Sabaody. Skip Amazon Lily. Let's just talk about Impel Down.
I can't believe Luffy got Ace killed. That's nuts to me. But anyway, so Impel Down. At the end of Sabaody.
He didn't mean to. He's a dumb kid.
Kuma flicks everyone off to different islands.
Flick
yeah, he splits the gang up, which it made me sad. I was sad about it. I was sad that all of Impel Down and all of Paramount War, it was just Luffy. Like, I love Luffy, don't get me wrong, but I missed the crew. There was no Nakama, you know what I mean?
I get it, but I like
there was
that,
no
though.
Nakama, but then there was Nakama. Because Luffy wakes up on Amazon Lily, which is an all-lady island. Ladies only, no boys allowed.
No boys, no.
No boys allowed. He meets Boa Hancock.
Boa Handick.
The best emperor, or the best warlord, probably. 10
you think
out
so?
Of 10. Yeah.
That's your favorite warlord so far?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good choice.
Yeah. She turns me to stone, if you know what I mean. Ayo.
I get what you mean, Fry Man. Anyway,
anyways,
well, her sisters are hotter. Anyway.
yeah, that's your opinion.
Yeah,
you're talking about the one.
My opinion is right.
You're talking about the one with the really wide head, right? The green
my
one?
God, dude, what's her name again?
I don't know.
I know it's in here.
You should know, dude.
I know. I don't know my wife's name.
You don't know your wife's name?
You know what? She's one of them. She's in the top.
She's in the top
10.
Her name is Boa Sandersonia.
Sandersonia. I was about to say Sanderson for some reason.
Sandersonia.
And the other one's Marigold?
Yeah. Oh. That's right.
Dude, all of them are hot.
Even Grandma Nyan?
Sure, she can join.
Sure, she can join.
Join what, Eric?
What? Yeah, Eric, what are we joining? What are you, Marigold, and what kind of name is what is it? Sandersonia? Sandersonia. What kind of fucking name? They can turn into snakes. And they fight Luffy because Luffy's a boy and boys aren't allowed.
Yeah, boys not allowed, so you get the death penalty.
I watched that fight in the anime, and in the anime, Luffy doesn't question why the punches hurt. Because in the manga, punches don't hurt him. He's immune to. He's immune to like physical bludgeoning attacks. He only gets hurt by piercing and slashing attacks, to speak in D&D terms. But he's fighting the sisters, and they hit him, and he's like, "Why did that hurt me? I'm made of rubber." And then that's when they start explaining hockey.
They didn't do that in the anime.
They explain.
They always
explain
take
hockey,
everything.
but he doesn't question why it hurts to get hit by them initially. In the book, I remember the first time they hit him, he's like, what the fuck?
Owie.
Yeah, but it takes a little while in the manga or in the anime for him to be like, why are your attacks even hurting me right now? I'm made out of fucking rubber, dude. But he wins the fight. He saves the day. He gets the.
He didn't
people...
really. No, he didn't. He didn't win the fight, right? He just.
Oh,
he
that's
did.
right,
He did
that's
an
right,
act
that's
that
right.
made everyone go, "Wow, he's actually cool."
He gets Sander Sonia, like fucked up.
Yeah,
and
she got caught on fire because of like
she's
the
like
decor,
expending
right?
like in the arena. There's like a pit, and she's extending over the pit, trying to get him.
My
and
babe.
she's about to fall onto the spike, so she's holding herself between the pit and the thing, and he ties their fucking legs, or he ties the end of their tails together as the Snake Sisters. And so her sister's holding her up on one end, she's holding the rail so she doesn't fall into the spikes, and then she catches on fire, and her clothes burn off, and Luffy covers
the slave bark, the
slave
backside.
bark.
Because he
'Cause he-
noticed they were freaking out that her back was going to be exposed, like
Yeah.
the sisters. He
Yeah.
sensed that.
So he covers it up for her because he's like, you guys are going to get in trouble if your back shows, right?
Yeah, he
I don't
jumps
want
on
that
top of
Oh,
her.
because they talk about the Gorgon stare.
Yeah,
Yeah. So because they're lying to the people of Tiger Lily. What was it?
Amazon Lily.
Amazon Lily. Tiger Lily. Amazon Lily. I don't know where that came from. And they say that if you ever see any of the sisters' backs, everyone who sees the back will turn to stone.
Oh no! Everyone's
That's
in the arena too.
Yeah, so
the whole civilization's gonna be.
Hancock gets people out of the arena.
Hand-dick.
Hand-dick gets people out of the arena. Remember when they find Luffy washed up on shore and they're like, "What is this?"
Remember when they touched his penis?
He eats the mushrooms and all the mushrooms start growing off of him, and they think he's a lady, so they save him by picking all the mushrooms off.
And they're like, "There's a mushroom right
there's
there."
one more mushroom between her legs, and they start tugging on his dick.
How
Remember that?
inappropriate! How rude of them.
Oda Sensei, you perv.
I like how when Luffy wakes up from his coma, he's like just standing in front of them naked, like it's whatever.
Yeah, he
Like,
doesn't care.
And they're like, "What the hell is that?" He's
Yeah,
like,
and
"Oh,
then
that's
he
my
can't
fucking dick,
he
women."
doesn't- he just
What?
did-
He does a little helicopter for them.
Gum gum helicopter. He just starts fucking spinning it.
Yeah, remember during the banquet when they were all eating? I'm joking.
Gear 3, bone balloon, and then he gets hard. No,
Woo! I read that in the Innis lobby. I just got to that part.
but he doesn't get turned to stone because he has no lust whatsoever.
Amazing.
He has no interest in bitches
Yeah, so
whatsoever.
Boa Handic's power, the love fruit, is like
Love.
if you have any attraction towards her and she's like super fucking hot, you get turned to stone, like actual like
That was creepy.
Medusa stone. And but the thing is, Luffy is asexual. He does not see her as sexy. He just wants to eat meat.
He doesn't want that piece of ass. There's only one piece he's worried about, and that's the one piece, baby.
Bees, what?
Anyways,
So yeah, remember he crashes into her bathhouse,
yeah.
and he's all like, "Oh, my bad," and he's about to
Yeah.
leave, but then she's like, "I'm gonna turn you to stone."
Yeah, we have to kill you. You've seen our
Yeah.
back.
He's seen the back.
This is before the fight.
Ooh.
This is how
That's
he
right.
learns about the back. He's like, it's really bad if someone sees your back, right? Let me help you out. And then after the fight, they reveal to him that it was a slave trading
mark.
symbol. Yeah. And
The-
Hachi had it on
it's-
his forehead.
Yeah, dude, it's the what's to call it? The claw of the celestial dragon. That's what it is. The mark.
I hate the celestial dragons.
Yeah.
They're supposed
Hachi
to
didn't
be,
have
right?
Hachi didn't have that. It's the sun.
No, the sun gets he modified his claw to be a sun.
Did they
for
explain
the
that?
fisherman
Did they explain that
pirates.
out there at
Yeah.
this point?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah,
I didn't
she's
know
like
that.
you might have seen Hachi have it, but he has the sun
Oh,
symbol.
that's
around
what
it. That's the fisherman pirate symbol because they.
Yeah. I
So
didn't know they
he might have been
that.
a slave, or he might have just been a fisherman pirate, and those are the.
It's to confuse the slave holders.
Yep. Oh man. But anyway, so
Dude, can we talk to Impel Down now? Dude, women suck. I don't want to talk about women anymore. I want to talk about prisons and men wearing like lady hosens and
women
and
suck. I want to talk about
fishnets.
drag queens.
Yeah.
So, anyways, Luffy goes to Impel Down to save Ace.
Yeah, dude, we're saving Ace now. Finally, he's gonna go to hell. He's got to go to the bottom levels of hell to get him, and it's all fine. He has it planned out.
But first, he gets the help of some very nice women
God,
who are extremely
they're
useful
back
and helpful.
again.
Boa Hancock, being a warlord, sneaks him into Impel Down because
she
she's being summoned to watch the execution because they're thinking that Whitebeard's going to make a move and
because
they're preparing for war.
She's a high level government, status. She can go to this prison if she wants.
She makes her. She's like, I'll come, but I want to stop at Impel Down to see Ace because I want to see. She basically is like, I want to see the reason you guys are making me leave my house.
Yeah, going to war because the warlords have been summoned.
But in reality, Luffy sneaks in on her person,
holding her,
literally like under her dress.
Like, come on, Luffy.
Luffy, you perv.
We're going to prison. That's not what you're supposed to be doing right now.
Yeah, so he gets into the prison. He fucking finds Buggy immediately.
Touching him.
Huh?
Yeah.
Buggy?
Yeah.
Touching him?
Anyway, so they finds Buggy. So, yeah, Buggy's back. How you feel about that?
What just happened? Don't gaslight me. What do you mean touching him?
The same way he did Hancock. I'm pretty sure there was a shower scene, I think.
With Buggy?
Yeah, in the level 1, right? Don't look back. You know I'm right. So they go through the first level, which is a Crimson Forest.
No, there's not. Nope, no shower scene with Buggy. I think you are getting your fan fictions and your canon confused again, buddy.
Oh, dude, did I leave? But am I reading Dojins again and
confused
like at night, and I'm confusing them with my manga?
Yep. You're leaving Dojin on when you go to sleep, and it's getting you. It's seeping into your dreams.
It's like sometimes I go back and forth between reading One Piece, and they all get mixed together.
But I like it because he gets down to level 2. Oh, we also meet Hannibal.
Dude, my favorite. That's my favorite One Piece side character, Vice Warden Hannibal.
Whoa, Eric, what the fuck did you just say?
Vice Warden Hannibal,
side character. This is his story.
Thank you, Christian.
This is his. This is him becoming warden.
He's an amazing. So
he's an amazing warden.
You get this whole prison staff, and my favorite among them is the vice warden, who's just a guy who wants to.
I don't like him or her because they didn't.
You don't like sexy lady?
They didn't do anything.
Wait, you're right. You're right. Women suck. She shouldn't be here.
Stop saying that.
We're not talking about women right now. We're talking about men, manly men like Hannibal. Look at that gut.
Oh my god.
Look at that.
He has a 6-pack above his gut.
He's a 6-pack above a freaking beer gut.
He has a giant fat gut that he has below a 6-pack.
So what I like about Hannibal is that through the whole story, he just wants to be warden.
Yeah,
that's his dream. He always talks about it. When shit hits the fan, when the prison riot starts, he purposely sabotages a little bit to make sure the prison goes fucked up, so the warden gets fired. But then when someone reminds him, Vice Warden, your job is on the line too. He's like, what? He's like, yeah, you can get fired too. And they're like, everybody, he goes full like.
He gets so serious.
He goes 180, gets serious. I want guards here. I want guards there. I'm going to go handle Straw Hat Luffy myself. And he goes out there. Can you fucking believe that?
He beats Straw Hat Luffy's ass too.
First of all, he doesn't. But he stands his ground. That's the thing.
He beats Luffy's ass. Don't talk shit about my man Hannibal like that. If anyone asks, Hannibal beat his ass.
All right, yes, he beat his ass.
But he held his own. He's a hockey user.
Exactly. He has the will of D.
He's a hockey man.
No, he doesn't have the hockey.
He's a hockey man.
He just has that freaking that stabby thing that catches on fire. Remember?
Mm-mm.
Little double-sided sphere.
I like that Luffy and
Bon Clay.
No. Buggy have the same attack.
Who? Oh yeah. They're doing the same attack, but one's stretching, the one's just one's shooting their fist.
But anyways, he runs into Buggy, who's like, I'm leaving. And then Luffy's like, well, actually, how about you help me get deeper into this prison? And then Buggy's like, you're fucking nuts. And then Luffy's like, what if I give you this dope armband?
He's like, I'm not going to take your armband. Wait, is that the map to Captain John's treasure?
And then Luffy's like, I don't know, I guess.
It's just a sweet armband.
And they find the entrance to level 2, and Luffy gives him the armband, and fucking Buggy's like, for real? Seriously? You're just giving this to me? And Luffy's like, yeah, thanks. Appreciate it. Bye. And then he's like, wow. And then fucking Buggy falls in the hole with Luffy.
He ends up falling in the hole with him.
And then they run into Mr. 3.
Mr. 3.
The GOAT.
What?
The greatest of all time.
Well, actually, no. He is pretty. His devil fruit powers are
They come in
useful.
handy, bro, because we haven't even talked about our boy Magellan, who's having diarrhea this entire time. This entire time he's been on the toilet.
I might like
Can
Hannibal.
you imagine going to work, clocking in, and you're like, all right, I run this prison. I run the most impressive prison in all the world. My second in command is a capable dude. His second in commands are capable people. I'm clocking in. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do my daily routine of taking a 50-minute shit.
15-hour shit.
I'm
Wasn't it something like he's on the toilet 15 hours a day? He's like some absurd long time because he's always shitting.
Yeah. It's not consecutively, but he definitely shits all the time.
I just want to say, out of all, he's the most relatable One Piece character.
He is the most relatable one. I get that.
Magellan, man.
I get that.
Take some Pepto-Bismol,
But can you imagine just
man.
like getting to work and being like, all right, everything's chill, everything's cool. I'm going to go to the bathroom. And then getting out of the bathroom and there's fucking 3 riots on 4 different floors.
Can you imagine how you have the massive shit you got to take right now, but there's like 4 riots going on?
And he's like,
sad.
I got to go fucking fight Straw Hat Luffy.
But no joke, he does like
Mr. 3, he would have won. He would have won right then and there.
Magellan
Mr. 3
is a pretty terrifying villain. He's pretty OP, at least in this arc.
You said he's Admiral level?
I think he's Admiral level.
That's not surprising. He's the head of Impel Down.
Dude, remember he takes out all of Blackbeard's crew in one swoop?
Yeah, because he's got the Venom fruit.
And he could have taken down Luffy too if Mr. 3 didn't get in the way.
The GOAT, Mr. 3. Wax fruit for the win, baby.
Or in the Japanese version, Doru no mi. Doru Candle. Okay.
Candle,
because he's a candle man.
That's what's cool about him is he can make candles.
No, so you get it wrong. The cool thing about him is that he has a 3 on his head.
Mr. 3 and my friends who recently got engaged who are starting their own business have the same power. They just make candles.
Mr. 2's also there. He makes an appearance.
The sword guy? No,
Mr.
Bon Clay.
Bon Clay, yeah. The manliest man in this prison. Oh, you thinking about how Bon Clay sacrificed himself?
Don't say it. You already said it.
Fighting Magellan and dying. But that's still later. So they make it to level 3.
You're right. So they make it to level 3.
Oh, we should we also discuss tell them the different levels? Because level 1 is like this this forest of needles of spikes and stuff.
The Crimson Forest.
Yeah, and also how wanted you are, it puts you on the levels. So in this level 1, there's a hole for people to, like, if they can't handle a forest, they can jump down to level 2.
Mm-hmm.
But level 2 is called Beast Hell. Just giant
random beasts just running around.
Giant mythical, weird looking beasts. Oda draws these beasts pretty.
I like the koala
silly.
one.
But they're you're just constantly being chased for your life by these man-eating monsters. Then level 3 is called Starving Hell. This desert, dry place where you're given little food and water. But Bon Clay seems to be taking it pretty well.
That's our boy Bon Clay.
He's dancing around. He's even getting the other inmates to dance with him.
He's got a dream to meet Iva.
He's got a dream. he's the man. I like him. And I mean, man.
Don't forget about the secret thing that happens in the prison where people disappear. They're definitely not escaping.
They're definitely not. They're definitely not.
It's an inescapable prison. So that means that the souls, the spirits of past prisoners are stealing them away and trapping them in the walls.
Yeah, man.
Just kidding. There's a gay club.
There's a gay club in the prison, and we're all invited.
Everyone's invited to Iva's funky town.
Oh, well, before that, level 4.
Uh-huh.
Level 4 is Burning Hell. It's like a factory or some shit. It's like constantly on fire. There's a boiling pot of water at the very bottom that people fall into.
It's people soup.
People soup.
It'd smell like shit.
Mr. 1's there.
Mr. 1 is there.
Yeah.
The sword man.
The man who is made out of a sword.
If you want to beat me, you're going to have to learn how to cut steel. Okay.
I hate Zoro sometimes. He just does it on the spot.
He's just like, I gotta get stronger? Okay. I'll do it.
Pretty much in the next panel.
Literally the next page. He has a flashback to his master, and then he can fucking cut steel.
Yes, one to cut steel. You must cut yourself.
No.
What? Master.
Master? What? No, you have to be in harmony with all things.
Yeah, something like that.
You have to be a hockey man.
So levels 5, I think I mixed that. Level 4 was Burning. Level 5 is the ice hell, where it's like everything's frozen. It sucks.
Yep.
But then 5.5 is the gay bar, a secret level in the prison.
Secret level in the prison, baby.
So Iva helps out because Iva knows Luffy's dad.
It's the prisoner secret garden.
Okama or some shit like that.
Emporio.
Emporia and Ivankov or something like that.
Emporio. In the manga, it's Emporio. Just like our boy.
Dude, Emporio from JoJo.
Just like our boy.
Dude.
This is actually what happens to Emporio. This is what happens when
Steel
the
Ball Run Emporio.
This is.
Wow. He pees blood.
He pees blood. That's for sure.
That's Emporio's shining moment.
I forgot what's Iva's right hand man's name?
I
With
don't
the
know,
scissors?
Crab Guy.
The snip fruit?
Luffy calls him Crab Guy. We'll call him Crab Guy.
You hold the scissors, I'll cut off his balls.
We'll call him. I don't want any part of that.
You didn't think I was gonna get that in here, did you?
No, I didn't. That came out of nowhere.
No, I didn't. This guy's got the snip fruit power.
Oh, Crab Guy.
Is that
Izu? I think it's
guy.
Izu or Izumi.
He's important because Iva saves him later.
Wow, One Piece is so.
But Iva has the hormone, or what is it?
The hormone fruit. It makes you horny. Can you fucking believe that? I'm pretty sure it does other things too.
No, it can change
your
the hormones in the
yeah,
body.
change your
Bon
gender.
Clay takes Luffy to the prisoner secret garden so they can heal him.
Yeah, he gets poisoned by Magelli.
And Iva's like, he'll need at least 3 weeks of healing. And then Bon Clay's like, straw hat, straw hat, straw hat.
Come
and then everyone else is like,
Mugi-chan.
straw hat, straw hat.
Oh my goodness.
Everyone's like, Luffy.
They see Bon Chan cheering for his friend, and they're like, "Dude, I want to be part of that."
And then he heals in 3 hours.
Can I just say, sorry? Side note. I know I asked you this question before. I don't know if I asked this before. Like, what part of the if you were a character in One Piece, if you were a part of a crew or a gang, what would you be of? I would be part of this level, this gay brothel.
It's not a brothel; it's a club.
It's a club. I'll be part of these men who wear like they all wear like fishnet stockings
And bunny hats.
and like high heels, but everything else they just wear whatever.
They're all drag queens.
Amazing. They're just having fun. They're just eating and like
And they
putting on
hang out
shows.
with Sanji. That's where he trains during the time skip.
No,
But we're
not
talking
in the
about
prison.
Impel Down. No, I know. But he goes to the Isle. He goes to
Or Emporio.
he goes
rules.
to he goes to the second Isle of Women,
Amazing.
which is
Lucky
the
dog.
Isle of drag queens.
Cross-dressers, drag queens,
Yeah.
everything.
Everything in between.
That's not a man. They're
That's
there.
not a lady.
Anyway. Can you believe that Luffy goes through all that shit and then when he gets to the bottom, there's no fucking
It's just
ace?
a fucking fish.
A fish
It's just this fucking
and a sand dude that I
fucking
beat up.
fish, and this guy I already beat.
You sound like a celestial dragon right now. What is that fish doing here? You stupid fish. Yeah, Jinbei.
Jinbei. I
Yeah,
like
dude.
Jinbei. Jinbei's
They
cool.
reference this guy all the way back in volume 8.
Jinbei's the homie.
Yeah? I'm
Yeah.
glad you like I'm glad you
Jinbei's
like
I just
Jinbei.
lost my good friend, so I can only imagine what Luffy's going through. Oh, that's spoiled.
Yeah,
We're not
Luffy-
talking about
whoa.
that right now. We're not talking about that. My bad.
Oh.
Can't believe Luffy got ace killed.
Wait, hold on. Can we let's talk about that real quick.
No, because they haven't
No,
made
no,
it out
no.
of the prison yet. But
Don't bring it up.
yeah, exactly. Don't bring it up, Eric.
Oh, I'm sorry, my bad.
No, it's okay. Crocodile gets enlisted to help, and Crocodile
cool.
agrees to help. I like Crocodile.
Isn't that cool? He's
Crocodile's
back.
cooler.
He's an
Yeah,
ally.
I like him now that he's an ally. Well, he's not an ally. He's kind of like a dick.
He's a
Fucking White. Oh no, that's the Paramount War. That's the war I'm thinking about. Impel Down just flows into the war so
It's so
fluidly.
good.
Though.
Just like Water 7 into Innis Lobby.
That's true.
This is a good arc. Amazing arc. They go down there.
How does Impel? Because they escape Impel Down by Bon Clay staying behind. That's what happens, and they sail off to.
When they get on the ship, someone had to open the gates, the gates of justice, and Bon Clay offered to stay behind so the gates could be open so the ship can go through.
He achieved his dream before he died. He got to meet Iva.
Mugi-chan. Oh,
I need a minute.
Christian needs a minute, guys.
Bon Clay died. Spoilers.
Anyway,
I can't go on. I can't keep talking about One Piece.
Don't worry, I can. So,
No, go ahead. I'll listen.
oh, where did we left off? Oh yeah, they escaped prison,
yeah,
and then
they headed off to
the war.
So, like I said, I can't keep talking about.
Well, that's it. Actually, yeah, you're right. That's like we can't talk anymore. That was actually. We can save the war talk for next episode.
I need to go drink a beer.
Is this how we're gonna end the episode? All right, everybody. This has been a good time. I'm Eric.
I can't believe I'm reliving these emotions.
I'm Eric. This is Christian's gonna be kind of depressed. Hopefully, he won't be that way next episode. We talk about the Paramount War arc.
I'm gonna have to read I don't know, some more Justice League International to cheer me up or something. I don't know. I gotta see a guy's head get melted.
Yeah, this is gonna be fun, man.
But no, it's fine. We're having a good time. Next episode, we'll talk about Paramount War, and we'll get to where I currently am in One Piece, which is them heading to Fisherman Island. And we'll maybe even talk a little bit about that.
And we answer the biggest questions of them all. Is Christian an android? Find out next time. Bye.